This is a book review of the epic collection, The Mighty Thor, When Titans Clash. You've got The Absorbing Man and Thor on the front, and this covers the period 1964 to 1966, and it's volume 2. What's it include? Well, Journey into Mystery, 110 to 125, and Annual Number 1, as well as Thor, because it changed the title, Thor 126 to 130, and Not Brand Ek, yet another parody comic, number 3. And it included a vast number of stories as Pluto, Hercules, Thor and Loki, Destroyer, The Absorbing Man, Incredible Hulk, and a lot more. That's in colour, predominantly in colour, and it's a fairly big book, 500 odd pages. There's a few extras at the back, not many, just a few inked pages, original art pages, as it says. And that's about it. However, this is a brilliant book, and I will just quickly run through some of the stories. So, first one in the stories, of course, you've got the lovely, brilliant Thor. You've got the contents page. Now, this book, because of the way it was done, Journey into Mystery, you had lots of little stories as well as the Thor story. So it might have been only like 10 pages for the Thor stories initially, these ones. And every hand against him. So you'd have that story, and then you'd have the defeat of Odin, which was like Tales of Asgard. And they were, again, about 6-7 page stories. And then there might be other stories in the magazine. Now, they are not included. So it's not, when it says Journey into Mystery, it's only the Thor-related stuff. So you've got Cobra and Mr. Hyde. Every hand against him. I love that story with old Hyde, and I wish they would turn up again. Now, they did turn up against Daredevil at one point, Hyde and Cobra. I am certain they've turned up since. I can't recall particularly many stories with them, but I always enjoyed them. Cobra did turn up against Captain America, I remember. I think it was about the last time I ever saw him. He's probably a regular somewhere else. So you've got a brilliant story with Hyde and Cobra. And then again, fortunately, this book doesn't split the stories into the Thor stories and then all of the Asgard stories. Now, I would love it if it had done that. It doesn't do that. So you've got bits of gaps. Again, you've got the power of the Thunder God. And so you've got brilliant. This the restoration, the colour, artwork is superb all the way through. Brilliant. Even Marvel Masterworks pin-up comes in here. Loki, the evil one. And you've got, again, another Tale of Asgard. And then you've got the classic Thor battles, the Incredible Hulk. Now, this came from initially the Avengers issue 3, where you had Submariner and the Hulk. And that was a brilliant story. And you got the starts with this Thor and Hulk, some fans saying, which one's stronger? And of course, he sits down and describes the battle. There's some epic one where he stands over Thor, going stronger. It's brilliant. Classic tales. Grey Gargoyle turns up. Love the Grey Gargoyle story. And then I think one of my favourites, I don't know if but I think I saw this year. I mean, this is one of the early stories I recall of Marvel Comics. I don't know why it stuck in my head. The Absorbing Man. The stronger I am, the sooner I die. And you've got Loki, of course, doing some dubious things. He puts this thing into the Absorbing Man, and then he brilliantly comes near enough all-powerful. Vengeance of a Thunder God. It's just a great story, and you've got lots of great bits with Asgard there. Loki again, lots of Loki. Loki turns up, he's a pain in. And you've got this brilliant story with the Destroyer. Now, this is the first time when you got the Destroyer. Destroyer kicks into the comic books, and Destroyer is obviously unstoppable, except when he can be stopped. But he's fairly unstoppable. Basically, when you're facing the Destroyer, you haven't got much of a chance. And of course, well, we know. In the end, of course, the stories move on to another story. And you've got a lovely one there with a Thor coming in, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye. So it's sort of blended. Even Brigitte Bardot turns up, though it doesn't say that it's Brigitte Bardot, but I assume it's Brigitte Bardot. Absorbing Man again, he's a regular. He obviously didn't want to give up. Now, this is the special king-size annual. Now, they brilliant annuals back then. I don't think the annuals are anything in comparison now, personally. But this is Journey into Mystery. There's 72 big pages, and you had the clash between Thor and Hercules. This was like the first real mega what's the name of the gods? Loki, of course. Another story. These are reprints. Radioactive Man, Demon Duplicators, and the Lava Man. They were earlier stories in Journey into Mystery. So you got When Titans Clash. So you got that great story. Absorbing Man again. When does Absorbing Man? He keeps on turning up. Absorbing Man. I think this issue was basically Absorbing Man. But he's good. You've got the great bit where Loki thinks, as he always does. I love also this great one here. This is Journey into Mystery Thor with Thor. Thor was really big at this point. It was still called Journey into Mystery, but Thor is you see the banner. Thor. Enter Hercules again. This is 124. And you've got here, he's standing in front of a newsstand. And you can see some issues in the back. And you've got Beware the Hidden Land. That's obviously the one with Inhumans. And you've got Spider-Man, the final chapter, the one where he's getting crushed. And also you've got Strange Tales, the Brain Blast. And that's that. So what a newsstand that would have been. And you've got the Norn Stone. My Magic Stone. Prepare to... Hercules again. There's a parallel story here with Hercules turns up. And of course it's all to do with Pluto. Pluto and his various nefarious... And there's lots and lots of great stories here in Asgard. They really, really put in Asgard all the way through this. Pluto again. Pluto all the way through. And Ares. And, well, then you got the parody at the end. So at the end, you got the parody story. That's from Not Brand Egg. So really, really brilliant epic collection. I love these volumes. And this one with some truly classic stories. Totally recommended.